Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got my bias guest on the last train. It's Korean Manhwa with current 56 chapters. Genres are comedy, drama, fantasy, love, romance, seinen, and slice of life. Before I give my total thoughts about this whole thing, I want to show the panels and the ratings, and I'm gonna talk for a little bit. So let's just get to that. Y'all already know. Do y'all know the context? If y'all know the context, are these panels really a spoiler or not? So boom. I chose some words this time because I honestly felt like the words were a lot more illuminating. Like, just because we spent a lot of time together, just because we had the same taste, doesn't mean I have to like you. Love is the same as sympathy. Just because you're burning hot, doesn't mean I'll burn too. And I was just like, dang. Like, when you found out the person who said that, you're just like, wow. It's like that, but like, no, you didn't lie. But you said it in this situation. Like, this is damn near worse than a rejection. The worst thing she can do is say no. The worst she can do is not say no, gentlemen. She can definitely say a lot worse things than just the word no. Right? And then homeboy thinking this. Even if we share the same tastes, spend a long time together, it doesn't mean that person will love me. Because love and sympathy are different. I'm just like, man, emotions and feelings are there's so much details and so much more than just feelings and in the moment that go into it. But at the same time, they burst up in flames, just like a fire. They flare up, they heat things up, and then eventually the fire dies out. It's interesting, man. And then I want to show some more. Like, these are covers of like a couple chapters. I'm not gonna lie to you. It felt like they feel like magazine or like album covers. They low-key give me the vibes of like PS2 game covers. Not in terms of like the quality, but the vibes and the aesthetic. That's what I mean. Because I was watching a video talking about some, PS2 covers, even if it was a game with not good graphics, and making a good PS2 cover felt like a good vibe. Like, that's how I felt when I see this stuff. Just like, man, this could be a poster or a wallpaper or something. The art's really good in this, right? And then this is him putting music in his headphones, like, yo, this is music, and then it's the vibe. It got him feeling. Water's covering the room. Like, man, when was the last time I heard a song and it felt like I was in a different biome? There's been a couple of times actually I can think of some. Oh, and then this line. And movies are mostly stories about cowards. And I'm just like, dang. When I think of like the movies I watch, I'm like, how many movies are cowards coming out to embrace a part of themselves they hid behind, or coming to show more of themselves that they were hiding because they were afraid the world would accept them, or like they were afraid of the group mind, you know? I can't be ostracized from the group type stuff, you know? It's interesting how media and over different centuries and different eras, some things never change. Oh shoot, my bad. But yeah, this is another cover for one of the chapters. This is a panel because the author loves to do this. Oh my goodness, passion panel. This is not a romantic love. This is like passion love. Like, oh my goodness, I like this. I love this item, this thing, not this person. And it just showcases some of the artwork. This is another chapter cover. This is the artist, one of the musicians. They're like not symbol English, but like their character, like their online persona, their character. And it's just more showcasing more panels. All right, let's get to the rubric and the ratings. So the rubric is a 70 out of 100 with only reading, and limited 84 out of 100, and the total is an 88 out of 100, and it's a B+. Like, honestly, I recommend this. I've read a lot of romance in my time. Romance is my top 5 genre, but the reason why I don't do a lot of romance on my page is because, I'll keep it a buck, a lot of romances disappoint me because the characterization is done bad, or they're terrible with the chemistry, and it's very annoying. It's a good genre, but it's not really well done from what I've been reading. Not because like, oh, the writers are incompetent. It's more so they focus on the wrong things. It's really what my biggest issue is. And a lot of romance, when romance is the primary genre, it often falls short or is bad. I'll just keep it a buck. Oftentimes, if romance is a secondary genre, it often is done better. Obviously, when you read shonen, you don't expect romance, and I have my qualms about romance from if I'm reading a manga, a manhwa, or a manhua. If I'm reading a Japanese, Korean, or if it's a Chinese, Korean, or Japanese writer, I already know how I feel about the romance and what I can expect. And I mean, Americans don't even talk to me about romance in America. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust most people when they write romance. If romance is the primary genre, I don't trust most people. I expect all the tropes to come first. I expect the cultural background to influence the plot of romance, and then I expect us to ship two characters who have zero chemistry together, or zero who have the less time screen together, and it makes no sense every time. They force characters together. It makes no sense. You know what my favorite romance is? My favorite romance was a Final Fantasy romances with Cloud and Tifa, and then Titus and Yumi. You know, I never played them, but I watched a lot of reviews. I watched some gameplay videos, right? The walkthroughs. What I like is no matter what happens, no matter who the player chooses, the characters themselves choose who they kiss and choose who they romance. It doesn't matter if you ship Cloud with Aerith or Yuffie. It does not matter. He's only going to kiss Tifa. And I said, that is such good writing, because it means the writers understand the characters and who the characters want and respect the characters' autonomy. When you're a writer, a lot of times people understand. When you're a writer and when you write, the characters often write their own story and you're just holding the pencil. And the characters are living their lives and you're just writing how they interact. I've experienced it myself with the stories I'm writing. Oh my goodness. But when it comes to romance, like, it's really important, imperative. That's why I don't trust a lot of these writers. Because when I read this, I was expecting romance between these two. I was expecting different tropes of, oh my goodness, third wheel. Oh my goodness, there's his coworker. Spoilers. Oh, there's his coworker. There's his ex. Oh my goodness, there's the girl's love interest at work. I was like, oh, we're cooked. And it didn't delve into that. And not only because it was surprising, but because the bar is pretty low. I'll be honest with you. When it comes to romance genre, the bar is low. The bar is low for me. The bar is low. Like, the minute you're not a trope hell, number one, you're not trope hell. Two, you actually write characters who actually think, breathe for themselves. Like, honestly speaking, I have notes for this, right? And if I ever come back to this and make a better edited video with less of this and more of the panels in my voiceover, if I wasn't lazy, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just not editing. Chapter 27. When I was reading this originally, between chapters 1 to chapter 16, 15, I didn't want to read this Manhwa because I was just like, they're progressing slowly, and I don't mind a slow burn, but a lot of slow burns are not worth my time. I've watched too many Japanese animes and read too many Japanese mangas to not respect. I don't respect them boys with slow burn. I do not trust them boys. If they're a romance and the Japanese are writing it, I don't trust them at all. I'm just, no disrespect. The genre has just pissed me off too much. I don't like them. And before y'all come in the comments talking about some, oh my goodness, read some shoujo. I've read at least 30 to 50 shoujo manhwas. Okay, I've read 30 to 50. I would know about shoujos. Actually, I would actually know something. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a professional, but I would know something, and I can't stand them either. I'll be honest with you. You know what? Maybe I'll drop this on another day and actually sit down and edit some other stuff. But yeah, I didn't like his boss at work. She felt very nosy about his personal life and his stuff going on with his love interest, and I was just like, I don't like that. Felt annoying. His coworker, she was annoying for a little bit. I honestly felt around like chapters 27, 28. Like, my honest feeling between him and his love interest, right? Yeon and Hain, however I know how you pronounce it. I'm not Korean. I'm sorry. My honest feelings with that, I don't think that they should have a romantic relationship. I really felt like these two characters, this was before the 50s, 40s. This is like before chapter 30. I personally felt that I would like them better if they either remained as friends or friends with benefits, because it would just make more sense at that time with the context of relationship, and so that the author doesn't piss me off with the way they write the story. I do not trust people who write romance. If romance is the primary genre, I do not trust writers. I do not trust y'all. I do not trust y'all. I'm not gonna lie, when I read chapter 31, I started to believe again. I'm not gonna lie. I started to believe again. At least in their romance, I'm like, damn, maybe they can find romance type stuff, right? Chapter 44, chapter 45, I was upset with the boss's reasoning for why she got a divorce with her husband. Now, disclosure, I'm a man. I've never been married. I don't know the perspective of a woman or a married woman who's been married for more than 5 years. I don't know all that details. But from what I could tell, from what I read, it felt very... in my perspective, it felt shameless and surface level to get a divorce over the reason she gave. Not because I don't understand her, but because you could easily have a conversation about that or keep dating each other. I don't understand why married people stop dating each other. I don't understand it. I'm not married. I know I'm not married, but I've talked to a lot of married people. I've talked to a lot of people who are married because I want to get married one day. I've read a lot of marriage. I've read a lot of marriage and relationship books. Right? I'm not pretending I'm a professional, but I am. I do have understanding is you have to keep dating your partner because you guys, people, people change and grow over time. Not because they want to, but because life happens. And when you live life, you tend to change. Men get married expecting their wife to never change, and women get married expecting their husband to change. People change, bro. Most of the time. Keep dating your partner. To me, it looked like you need some elbow grease. You could easily fix this situation. I'm sorry. That's how I looked at it. I was just like, but each their own. Maybe there's something more there I don't see, or maybe other stuff I'm not getting. Another thing I didn't like. I don't like the whole plot of trying to ship his boss with Hot End's uncle. It felt very not fabricated, but a little forced. I was like, oh, a little too forced, guys. Give me. Let's have them date each other around maybe chapter 80 or 90, or go out on dates and warm up to each other around chapter 90. Because anything else, just racist. I'm like, I know they're in their 30s, but still, bro, come on now. Let's not force these side characters to get together. But yeah. Ultimately, I had fun reading this. I had a lot of fun. But y'all can end the video right now. I'm just having yapping, but I just want to share some thoughts. I started reading this because somebody recommended it on my Instagram, my burner account. I'm just scrolling, getting some Chinese cultivation insight, right? Almost like, yo, read this, da 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 da. This character, the Romans finally spicing up, picking to get here, whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I started reading it. I was just like, man, I don't want to read it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was good, way better than I thought. And it got me thinking about my own personal life and relationships I have with people during my time in college. And I'm not gonna lie, it got me thinking about stuff I wanted to forget and stuff I forgot happened. Life and people are interesting. But yeah, that's it. Again, I think it's worth a read. I think you should read it. I don't ever want to sit through a manga like this again. Because again, I don't trust romance. I don't trust romance writers. I'll be honest. If romance is the #1 genre, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. All right, let me know guys think in the comments below if you agree or disagree with any of the ratings. Let me go back down to the rubric for y'all boys. Yeah, let me know you guys think in the comments below. Again, you can read this on Webtoon. I am not sponsored by Webtoon. I personally do not use Webtoon's user interface, but that's a different conversation. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Have a good one, and as always, God bless.